This conference will now be recorded.
So the course what we are going to learn over here is, we say it as full stack Java, and the contents what we are going to discuss. The contents what we are going to discuss is, we initially go with core Java, which even we call it as Java SE. And what is this Java SE stands for? Stands for Java Standard Edition. And the main use of going for core Java is used to develop standalone or desktop applications. Standalone or desktop applications. Can anyone take the examples of standalone or desktop applications?
Like MS Office or Tally.
Yeah, MS Office, Calculator, Paint, all these are standalone applications. Right. The next one, the next topic will go with database concepts, where we are going to discuss the SQL concepts using MySQL database. Okay, then the next one we discuss about web technologies. Web technologies, or even you can call it as UI design, where we'll be learning some of the web technologies like HTML, CSS, XML, JSON, JavaScript, jQuery, Angular. So these are the web technologies we'll be covering during our course. Then once we have done with the web technologies, then we move to advanced Java, where even we call it as Java EE. And the Java EE stands for Java Enterprise Edition. Java Enterprise Edition, and used to develop web applications. Some of the examples of web applications like Amazon, Facebook, Gmail, all these are web applications. And the contents what we discuss over here is, we go with servlets and JSP. Okay, JSP stands for Java Server Pages. The next one, we'll go with the next and very important one, frameworks. So without frameworks, no Java projects. That much important frameworks are, and we are going to learn two important frameworks. One is Spring and one more is Hibernate. And under Spring, we'll be learning some of the modules like Spring Core or Bean module. Then we'll go with the Spring DAO module. Under this DAO, we'll be learning three submodules like Spring JDBC module, Spring ORM module, where we integrate with Hibernate, and we go with the Spring Data module, very important nowadays, Spring Data. Then we'll be going with the next one, Spring MVC module, then Spring Boot. So these are the modules we'll be learning under Spring. Just a minute, everyone. Then, once we have done with the frameworks, we'll be moving to the next one like web services, and we'll be even discussing microservices. Okay, and we'll be seeing some of the real-time tools during our course, like we'll be going with the JUnit, Maven, GitHub, then Lombok, like this. Okay, so many things are there, and the classes will be Monday to Friday. Remember, the classes will be Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. IST. The classes will be Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. IST, and the class will go for maximum 1 hour. I will never cross 1 hour. I'll be completing within 1 hour only. Sometimes like 50 minutes, 55 minutes, and we'll have some small time to discuss also. So maximum within 1 hour, I'm going to close the class. Okay, and the session is getting recorded. That recording also will be shared to you, right? And the people please share, send a test mail. I require your Gmail ID only. I require your Gmail ID to rajtrainingshyd@gmail.com. Okay, I'll put the same message in the chat window also. Just to copy my email ID and send it to me. And it is mainly Gunwant, Manideep, and Rajesh. You three people. I require your mail IDs. Gunwant, Rajesh,
Sure.
and Manideep. Okay. So before I close the class, please send the test mail so that I can confirm to you. Right?
Sure. Thank you.
So let us begin with the Java introduction. So Java is what type of programming language?
Object oriented.
Object oriented. So Java comes under object oriented. So Java is an object oriented programming language developed by James Gosling. Developed by whom? James Gosling at Sun Microsystems. And this Sun Microsystems is now acquired by Oracle Corporation. So Java is a product of Oracle now. Sun Microsystems is acquired by Oracle Corporation. Okay, so Java is a product of Oracle now. Now, since Java is object oriented, before we go to Java, we should have a basic idea on object oriented concepts. Object oriented concepts. We are having 6 important concepts of object oriented, like objects, classes, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. So these are the 6 important features of object oriented. In order to enter into Java, we should have a basic idea of what is object, what is class. Okay, so I'll be discussing all these features once again using Java technology, which will take totally 5 days for us, and this is the base for our Java. So today let me just say about what is object, what is class, so that we can enter into Java easily. The meaning of object is like an object is a real-time entity. An object is what? It's a real-time entity which has identity, state, and behavior. Which has what? Identity, state, and behavior. Let me take you to the diagram. Object of range. So whatever the diagram I'm going to draw, everything will be shared to you.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, Rajdeep.
Yeah, sir. I have a question. Like, this class is gonna be the same as the previous one?
No. I'm going to extend it. Just to 2 to 3 minutes. I'm just recapping. Since there are some new people, I'm saying from the beginning again. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, we are having the object. Like if I consider an object like a car, the ID, how to identify a car? By using the registration number. That is our ID. The meaning of state is like the properties what we see in car, the features of car, like the make, the model, the color, the price, capacity. This only we call state. Even we can call this state as data members or variables or fields or attributes or properties. And the behavior means the functionality what we can do with car, like we can drive the car, we can apply brake, we can change gear, we can reverse, we can stop like this. This behavior we can even call it as methods or functions or operations. Pairing one more term called as class. The meaning of class is like a class is a collection of data members and methods. Means the state of your object will act as data members. The behavior will act as methods. The behavior will act as what? Methods. Like example, how to create a class in Java is by using a keyword class. The meaning of keyword is like a predefined word where your language can understand. Okay, where your language can understand. So class and the name of the class, like example person. Open and close curly braces. Then we can go with some data members. Like for a person, we can go with the age. For a person, we can go with the name, like this. Then, and we can go with some methods. We can go with the methods like void. And then to think of void, a person can eat with some code inside. Hello, Vishwant.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Hey,
Yeah, just we are recapping. Then the last demo, I'm just recapping. A person can walk with some code. Once you create a class with some data members and methods, outside of the class, if I try to access age directly, this will go with error. Then how to access these members? How to access these members is, this point is important. Mainly due to this point, I'm rediscussing. That is, the members of the class. When I say members, it can be your data members or methods. The members of the class are accessed using objects with the dot operator. This is the point what I require to enter into Java. Then, how to create objects? Creating objects. How to create object is, we have to go with the class name, some object name equal to new class name. Class name, object name equal to new class name. Now by using this object, now we can give value to age with a dot operator. By using this object with a dot operator, we can give value to name. Since name is string, the value should go in double quotes. By using object, we can even call the method here. So simple point to remember, to enter into Java, you should know two terminologies: what is class, what is object. That's enough. Okay, however, I discuss all these things once again once we enter into Java object-oriented programming. Right? Now, let us enter into the major part of today's class, that is Java features. Java features. We are having totally 10 important features of Java. In Java, we are having 10 important features. Java is simple. Java is object-oriented, robust, platform independent. This is the major thing for today's class. Interpreted, portable, secure, multi-threaded, dynamic, and distributed. These are the 10 important features of Java. Now, let us understand these all features one by one as a overview only. As the days goes on, we'll be elaborating every feature properly. The first one, Java is simple. Why we call Java is simple here? Because, like example, if you consider, we are having a concept like arrays. So, can anyone say what is an array?
Collection of data.
Okay, right, very good. Collection of data. Okay, whenever you want to collect some elements, we go for arrays. Now, once you collect the data, we want to sort it. What you want to do? You want to sort the array elements. So, if I want to sort means arranging elements in ascending order or descending order. In order to sort the elements, if you want to write that code using C and C++ or C or C++, we need to write something around 10 to 15 lines of code. But in case of Java, we can do it with a predefined class. In Java, it contains a predefined class arrays, which contains a method sort, and just if you pass the array name, this one line of code will sort the elements present in this array. In that way, Java code is becoming simple. Why we say Java is simple here? Because Java is simple as it contains lots of APIs. As it contains lots of APIs. The meaning of API is application programming interfaces, which even we call it as libraries. The meaning of library means the existing code, the predefined code only, we call it as library. In Java, there are so many predefined classes and with some methods which makes our task simple. As the days goes on, I'll be showing you how to open APIs, how to complete the task using APIs, and even I'll be giving assignments to you where you need to use API to complete the task. The next one, object oriented, already we discussed, like Java is object oriented as it supports all the OO features like objects, classes, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Very important one. This is the base for our Java, and this will take totally 5 days for us to complete this. Robust. So can anyone say what is robust? Synonym of robust?
Reliable.
Robust means, yeah, reliable, strong, like that. Okay, reliable, strong. This is robust. Robust means strong. Like an example, let us suppose you are typing a document in Microsoft Word. After typing the document, you want to print the document. When we issue the print command, but the printer is not connected to the system, then what will happen? Will it get a message that printer not connected, or will it close application automatically? What you get, message or close?
Message.
We get a message that printer not connected. That means Microsoft Word is robust. Means if any abnormal situation occurs, like printer not connected, the application should give proper message to the user what went wrong. What the application should do? Should give proper message to the user what went wrong. Should not close the applications automatically. Such type of applications only we call robust applications. You can see in Java we can develop robust applications using exception handling. Exception means a runtime error. So if you get some error during runtime, the program will get terminated. To avoid that only, we go for exception handling, which avoids abnormal termination of application. So this topic also very important. Takes 2 days for us to complete this. The next and very important feature of today's class is platform independent. The meaning of platform is operating system. Platform independent means operating system independent. Means if you write a Java program on Windows, and you can take the same program and run it on Linux or Mac. That's the meaning of this platform independent. Let me elaborate more with a diagram. What is platform independent means? A Java program can run on any platform, means any operating system. We can even say like a Java program is write once, run anywhere. Or write the program on one system and you can run it on any other system. First of all, what is a Java program? A Java program is a collection of classes. What makes a Java program? It is a collection of classes. Like example, if you take a Java program like x.java, the extension what we give to Java programs are .java, and the programs whatever we are going to write, we call it as source code. The programs whatever we write, we call it as what? Source code. Now, in this source code x.java, let me go with some classes. Like class A, class B, and class C. So in this x.java, we are creating 3 classes. How to create class I said? By using a keyword class. Then you can go with any name of the class. Now, once we create the source code, is this source code understood by your operating system directly? Means no. We have to translate it. We have to translate into operating system understandable format. And that translation only we call it as compilation. That translation only we call compilation. So to compile, what we need to do is at your command prompt or terminal. In the case of Windows, we'll say command prompt where we get greater than symbol. In the case of Linux or Mac, we get terminal $symbol. Okay. So whatever the steps it may be, either whatever the operating system it may be, the steps will remain same. So in order to compile at your command prompt or terminal, we use a command javac and we pass the name of the source code file. In this x.java, how many classes are there? How many classes are there? 3 classes, right? So depends on the number of classes, that many class files it's going to create here. So it's going to create, once you compile, it creates a class, b class, and c class. Depends on the number of classes in your source code, that many class files will be created. And these class files are called as bytecodes. We call them as what? Bytecodes. And these bytecodes are platform independent. The bytecodes are what here? Platform independent. What makes Java platform independent means we should say bytecodes. Once you compile on Windows, once you get class files, I can use it on any other operating system like Linux or Mac directly. Okay. Once we compile, we need to see the output of your application, the result of your program. So we have to run it. So to run a Java program, at least one class should contain main method. So to run a Java program, minimum one class should contain main method. Why main method? Main method is the entry point. Main method is the entry point to run a Java program. Okay, like we can have main method in a class. Whenever we say method, we end with parenthesis and open and close curly brace with some code inside. We can have main method in B class also. Java supports multiple main methods. Very important point, many people don't know this. We can run only class files. We can run what? Only class files which contains a main method. We can run what? Only class files which contains main method. Then how to run? To run, at your command prompt or terminal, we use a command Java. Java C is for compiling, Java is for running. I'm going with all the options: Java A, Java B, Java C, and Java X. So when you say Java X, what will happen?
The X class will be like executed into bytecode.
No, bytecode is generation is done by JavaScript command.
Okay, then it will start. I mean, the program will run
From where? From which main method? From which method?
from
which
X.
There is no X class here, right?
Okay, I thought you are referring to a X class, like
Yeah,
virtual X
but
class
yeah, Java X is there, but do you have dockless file for X here?
for A and B.
Yeah, we are having A, B, and C. Dockless files are there. But for X, do you have any dockless file created here? In this example? No, right?
No,
There
no.
is no dockless file for X. So X is only the name of the source code file, but does not have any dockless file. So what will happen is it will go with error message. It will go with error message, and the message is no class definition found. It will say what message? No class definition found. Clear, everyone?
Okay, so it has to be same as the class name.
Yeah, nothing rule, but rules will come with some other keywords. I'll explain that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. For now, you remember the file name and class names can be different. No worries at all. Okay. Right. Now, when you say Java C, what will happen?
Yeah, it will give the dot class files.
It is having dockless file. Already dockless file is created. Now we are going with running operation. Running. We are trying to run the program.
Okay,
See the
then it
condition.
won't.
We can run only dockless file. So we are having dockless file. But does it contain main method inside class C based on our
No.
diagram? No. So
No.
again, what will happen? Goes with error and says the message no main method found. Clear now?
Yeah.
Right. Now, when you say Java B, is the condition satisfied?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Then what will happen? Runs the program from B class main method. The entry point will become B class main method. And if you say Java A, the condition satisfied, runs the program from A class main method. So whichever the class name you pass to the Java command, it will go to the respective main method of that particular class. Okay. So I'll be showing all these things to you practically in tomorrow's class. Everything I'll be showing tomorrow, how to download Java, how to install Java, and I'll be even elaborating how to develop Java application also at your command prompt, so that I can show these commands practically to you. Okay, that will be the object of tomorrow's class. So today only theoretical words. From tomorrow we will be starting off with the practical part of our course. Right? Any questions up to here? So once we see this practically, then the things will become much more easier for us. Now, the next feature is interpreted. In this, JavaScript command is a compiler and Java command is a interpreter. Can anyone say what is the difference between compiler and interpreter?
Interpreter takes the line by line code.
Very good. What about compiler?
Compiler, it takes total program at a time.
Yeah, at a time. We have to say at a time. So compiler means at a time, interpreter means line by line. So what compiler will do is it's going to convert our source code into bytecode at a time. That means if there are some errors in your program, the bytecode will not get generated. That dockless file will not get created for us until you rectify all the errors of your program. So compiler means at a time generation. Interpreter, it's going to execute the code line by line. So let me document. Java command is an interpreter, and Java interpreter executes the bytecode, executes the Java bytecode line by line. So what is this line by line practically? I'll be explaining to you when I come to exceptionally properly. JavaScript command is a compiler, and the role of Java compiler is Java compiler converts source code into bytecode line at a time. It is at a time. So practically about Java compiler, I'll be showing in tomorrow's class. The meaning of at a time, I'll be elaborating practically tomorrow's class. The next feature, portable. When you take C or C++, if you are not having any background of C or C++, don't worry at all. Okay, don't worry. So when you take C or C++, what is size of integer data type? Any idea? How much memory it occupies for integer?
4 bits.
No, 4 bytes I should say, not bits. 4 bytes. That is 2 bytes on 32-bit operating system, 4 bytes on 64-bit operating system. Okay, 2 bytes on 32-bit, 4 bytes on 64-bit. Now, let us suppose if you are writing a C language program on 32-bit, and if I take the same C language program to 64-bit, then do I need to take care of memory issues? Yes. We should take care of memory issues because the size is differing when you change the platform. So I should go back to the program and should take care of memory issues. But coming to Java, in case of Java, size of integer data type is 4 bytes. 4 bytes on 32-bit or even 64-bit. The size remains same. The size remains what? Same here. Because of that, Java is what? Portable. You can see Java is portable since the size of the respective data types is same on all platforms, means on all operating systems. What are data types present in Java? What are their sizes? I'll be elaborating more when we come to the basics part, Java basics. So from day after tomorrow, I'll be starting off with the basics. Manidip, I got your mail, the test mail. Rajesh, Gunwant, please send the test mail to me before we close the class so that I can confirm. Okay, Gunwant and Rajesh.
Yeah, sure.
The next one, secure. Before we go to secure, we are again coming back to C or C++. We are having a concept like a pointer. A pointer is a variable which contains the address of another variable. Like example, if you take a variable like int n equal to 10, then it's going to allocate memory for n variable. It's going to allocate memory for n variable, and the value inside is 10. Now let us consider the address of this n variable is some 100. The address of this variable is some 100. Now I want to take this address and store it into some other variable. How to do it is by using a symbol and n. This is related to C or C++ only. When you say and n, this will give address of n variable. This address we want to store it into some other variable. Then we have to make this variable as a pointer. How to make it as start symbol? We have to use start symbol. So what will happen is it's going to create a pointer p, and this p is pointing to this memory address. Now by using this p, I can go to this address and change the value also. Means by using pointer, I can go to any memory and we can even change the value or even corrupt also. That is the reason C and C++ are used to develop virus or antivirus applications. C and C++ are used for what purpose? To develop virus or antivirus applications. But Java is for business applications, not for system programming. That's the reason Java people decided not to have pointers in Java because pointers violate security. Since there are no pointers in Java, Java applications are secure. You can say Java is secure as Java does not support pointers. Java does not support pointers as pointers violate security. Okay, so that's the reason I said no need to worry about pointer concept at all in Java as there are no pointers. The next and important feature is multi-threaded. The next important feature is what? Multi-threaded. So can anyone say what is multitasking?
To operate like too many things at the same time, like we use in mobile or a laptop with different tabs.
Right. So in my case, I've opened browser, notepad, GoToMeeting and Paint, working with multiple applications. That is your task, multitasking. Then what is a thread? Have you seen threads anytime?
So process, like you said, for the Gmail,
Right.
you give the
When
example.
you take the very good example is Gmail. So Gmail is what? It's a task here. Gmail is a task. Then inside this Gmail, how many compose windows we can open? Multiple, right? How many compose windows we can open? Multiple. Every compose window what you open, this is a thread here. The new message window what you open, these are thread. So threads are part of one task. So these threads belongs to this task here. Okay, then I want to attach the files. So when you go for attachments, how many attachments we can do? Multiple, right? How many attachments we can do? Multiple. Every attachment is also a thread here. Every attachment will become thread. When attachments are going on, I can type the subject and body of message. Then what is advantage we get because of threads? What is advantage?
We can run the process like in background and without interrupting the current task.
Right, the speed, the performance will get increased. I need not wait one thing to complete. So to increase performance, we go for this threads concept. You can select a thread is a lightweight process under execution within a process. So if you take Gmail as process, the lightweight process are like compose messages attachments. Multi-threading is used to increase the performance of application. Right? One more good example of threads are like if you take our GoToMeeting only. GoToMeeting is a task, and inside what I can do, I can show the screen, it's a thread. I can record the class, it's a thread. I can speak with you, it's a thread. Okay, right. So more about these threads, how to create threads in Java and how to increase performance, we'll be seeing when we come to multi-threading topic, and that also will take 2 days for us. Dynamic. Gunwant, I got your test mail. Now, dynamic. When you take CRC++, memory allocation for arrays or objects will happen during compile time only. But in case of Java, memory allocation happens during runtime. You can say memory allocation for arrays, objects is done during runtime. The meaning of runtime means dynamic. Then one more good feature of Java is automatic garbage collection. Means in case of Java, our work is only to allocate memory. Destruction of the memory is taken care by Java only. So more about this we'll discuss in future. Then distributed. The meaning of distributed is like distributed applications are used for the purpose of exchanging data from one application to another application. So the good example of this one is like the payment process. Like if you open Amazon and after adding the products into the cart, we want to go for payment process. So what are the different ways of doing payment in Amazon?
Card, PayPal.
Right, credit card or debit card or net banking or PayPal, Paytm, so UPIs, so many things are there. So if, for
Yeah.
example, if I choose net banking and under that if I use Citibank, then from your Amazon, will it redirect to Citibank website? Have you observed that?
Yes.
Yes, right. That means your Amazon and Citibank are communicating. So this type of communication is only such type of things only we call distributed applications. They are going to exchange data from one application to other application. So all the payment process what you see, they are all distributed applications only. Okay. Right. So what are the features we have seen today? Java is simple, object oriented, robust, platform independent. This is important for us tomorrow. So before you join the class tomorrow, please recap this: platform independent, then interpreted, portable, secure, multi-threaded, dynamic and distributed. Okay, so that's about for today, and tomorrow we'll be seeing how to download and install Java on our operating system, and I'll be showing how to develop a Java application at command prompt. That will be the objective of tomorrow's class, right?